Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the FlossTube channel all about cross stitching. My name is Joanne and I am the Eclectic Stitcher. I come to you from Central Florida and today is Thursday, December 19th. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for continuing to come back to view my videos and interact with me. So we're more than halfway through the month of December, and I felt like I needed to go ahead and post another video. 2025 is almost here, and so I wanted to talk about my plans as well as share some of my whips. It's not whips, Joanne. Whips. Um, Words. We're starting too early with words. So for those of you who are new, works in progress, also known as whips, I will share some of that. So let's get started. I like to keep my videos anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes as much as I can, so I don't want to just ramble on talking. You're here for cross stitching. There's a lot of floss tubers out there to watch, so I'm not going to hold you up. Let's get to it. First of all, I do want to, let's talk a little bit about plans. So I got my new planner for 2025. I downgraded my planner from this year. So this year in 2025, I was using this planner. It's a nice planner. I bought this at Target. It's really big, it's heavy. I did like it. I mean, there was the monthly and then there was the weekly, areas where you can write different things. But I did downgrade a little bit. I didn't need anything too fancy. So I bought this planner on Amazon, 2025 planner, and it's very basic. I have been busy. I'm on Christmas break until January 2nd. So I had 19 days of holidays. I work with a college here in our town. And of course, when you work in the school system, you get all these nice breaks. So I've been busy updating my planner. I've got some plans already there. I do stay involved with Zoom stitching and Zoom events. But this planner is really just the monthly calendar and then the daily, which is nice because I do like to, one of the things I do is I do document every day what I stitch on. So got my planner, got my dates home there of events, Zoom chats. I do belong to a couple of Zoom groups that I like to stitch with. So that's my plan, is to continue to use the planner. I did come up, so, we always think about what are we going to do as far as stitching challenges and things like that. The last couple of months, I have not really been participating in a lot of challenges just because I am the eclectic stitcher. I stitch on whatever. I stitch what I want when I want. And so I participate in challenges, and sometimes I feel like I stress myself out too much because I love planning. I love kitting up projects. I love the planning process, but I think I spend more time doing that than actually stitching. So I want to do a lot of stitching in 2025. I want to finish things. I have a lot of whips. Well, compared to a lot of you, I don't have a lot of whips. But I do. I think I'm up to like 58 or 59 whips. So that's a lot of whips. So I want to do a lot of stitching, but I do like to participate in stitch alongs or start alongs. I like to participate in the acrostic challenges that some of the groups have. So I am going to do that, but I'm going to do it a little bit different this year. Laura, who is Stitching by the Shore, she's in one of the Zoom groups that I join from time to time. And we were talking about challenges and things like that, and I really like something she had said that, she doesn't plan her projects per se. She has a prompt. Now she does I Spy, which I do plan on doing I Spy. I really like prompt challenges. You give me a prompt, whether it's stitch on something red, stitch on something that reminds you of your childhood, or whatever it is. I like prompts. But what I was doing is that I would plan it out. I have the prompt list, and then I'm going through my whip list to see, okay, what fits in that and what fits in the other. But she had said something in one of the student groups that says she doesn't do that. When she's stitching on something, if at the moment she thinks about it, she puts it on there. Something like that. Those are not her exact words, but I like that idea where I'm just going to stitch on whatever I want that one day. And then I'll look at my chart, on my sheets. Does this fit into one of the prompts? If it does, great. I'll post my before picture, I'll post my after picture, whether I counted stitches or I kept track of time, I'll post that. I don't have to fill the whole sheet. Her I Spy, I think it's only like 10 prompts. Some of the other groups do acrostics, which will be a word, and then you put whips. You know what? She inspired me to just do it, but don't stress it. Don't plan it. Just put it in there as they go. You don't have to finish the whole thing. There are no cross-stitch police out here. Now, there are groups on Facebook that are very strict and you have to follow things to the T. But when you're just doing this for fun, there is no rules, and so I really like that. So I think I've said this before about Laura, that I really just like the way she thinks through the process of these challenges. And so I'm going to kind of just take that and go. With that in mind, for 2025, I am part of the Magazine Monthly group on Facebook, which is ran by Carolyn Sook, who is Seasook Stitch, and Robin, Bird's Eye Stitches. Haven't really been active in their monthly challenge, but I do want to be better at that. But in January, they do what they call Baringo, which is bingo board, prompts. They call a number every day. And so you have the whole month to get this board completed. So I am going to participate in Baringo. Now with Baringo, I did select some charts for specific prompts, and I posted that yesterday. I don't have charts selected for each prompt. I'm just going to kind of go day by day. So when a number is selected, I'll look, do I have something readily available for that prompt? If I do, great, I'll do it. If not, that's okay. I'm not there for the prizes. I'm just there to have fun and just kind of go along with the flow and be part of the group. I am going to participate in Your Whips, which is ran by Melanie Watkins, who is the Soulful Stitcher. If you're interested in information about that, please go watch her. She does have a Facebook group. She does have a FlossTube channel, which is the Soulful Stitcher. She did put out a video about the Year Whips of 2025. But basically, you have to select a minimum of 10 whips to work on, and you have to finish a minimum of 5, so half. The minimum is 10. Some people may pick 12 or 15, 20, but whatever number you pick, you have to finish half of those whips. So of course, I just picked the 10 because I can manage finishing 5 in a year. I did participate this year and I finished 5, so yay me. She does do a drawing at the end of the year. That's great. But if you don't finish, that's fine. I participated last year and I didn't finish all my whips. But that's okay. Again, I'm not going to stress finishing these challenges. They're here for us to have fun and not to stress and feel like we're working overtime with cross stitch. So I'm going to participate in that. Like I said, I'll participate in some of the acrostics, I Spy, and I'll try to be more active in the Magazine Monthly video. Other than that, I am just going to stitch on whatever. There was a time where I was keeping track of stitches, number of stitches. That does take a lot of time to sit there and count. I use Pattern Keeper for full coverage. Other than that, I'm just a paper person. So maybe this year I'm going to focus more on maybe keeping track of time, or maybe whatever. Like I said, I don't want to stress it. I want to have fun. So that's pretty much a little bit of my plans, that I do plan on participating on those challenges. I did create some prompts for myself. You know, a lot of times there's stitches out there that will do like Mill Hill Mondays or Finish Friday. So I was trying to come up with something to think about for myself. So I like some things that I came up with was like Magazine Monday. So I am part of the Just Cross Stitch magazine subscription. I want to stitch more magazine charts. There are some issues where I don't find stitching stuff to stitch out of that charts, but there are some cross stitches, some of the magazine issues that have some really cute charts. So that's going to be my other goal, is I do want to at least have 2 magazine pieces going every month. Okay. I'm going to start with 2 and then we'll go from there. I was thinking something like Taco Tuesday. You know, Taco Tuesday is so popular. But Taco Tuesday, to me, I wanted to take the word taco and make it like a designer focus. So T could be for like Tiny Modernist, Teresa Kogut, just a designer that starts with a T. A could be Annabella's. What else? Can't think. C could be for, I have my cheat here. Twin Peaks Primitive, Carolyn Manning Designs. I'm just looking, I don't have a lot of different designers for those categories, but I just thought, it'd be fun. Hey, today's Taco Tuesday. What designers fall into that taco category? And then I'll just stitch on a chart by one of the designers. I was thinking about doing Throwback Thursday. I have a lot of whips that I started back in 2021. I want to focus on Throwback Thursday, stitching any whips that are from 2021 and 2022. Want to knock them out. I might add them to my year whips, because it'll be good. If I can finish them next year, it'll be in my year whips. Hey, they're getting done. And then I thought something like Sal Sunday or Sal Saturday, stitch-alongs. I am part of several stitch-alongs. There have been since 2021. I just want to get them done. So those are just some things that I've been thinking about that I'm going to kind of just throw in there. Again, I'm not going to plan it so detailed. I'm just throwing ideas out there to myself. And then I can just say, hey, today's Tuesday. Let's stitch on Tiny Modernist. Tiny Modernist is one of my favorite designers, by the way. So just to give me some ideas, I have a list of all my, and what I do is usually I have a list of my whips, and each whip has a number, and so I'll do like a random number generator. So if one day I don't know what I'm going to stitch on, I just do random generator, and hey, we're going to stitch on that. So anyways, just some ideas I'm throwing out there. I know I'm just rambling on. We're on 15 minutes and I got to get to whips. I just have some notes here. We'll talk about Jingle Ball. All right, so let's get started. I do want to show, we'll do the haul at the end. Let's get to whips. So finish. So I think the last time that I recorded, I had started this chart, but now it is a finish. This is King of the Flower Garden by Under the Garden Moon. And this is a class that I'm going to be attending. So Crafty Framers is in Largo, Florida. They are my LNS. And they're going to have a class in January that they're going to teach us how to do the wrap closure to turn this into a pillow. And so I finished this. I do have Oh, I stitched this on a 25 count Lugana by Forbidden Fiber in the colors Leaf Pile. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a pinkish colors Leaf Pile. And I just stitched this with the called for DMC. Now, the back of my pillow, I did finish that part. So one of the things that Susan, who is the instructor, the teacher for the class, when she does finishes, she likes for us to stitch something on the back that may come from that chart. So I haven't figured out yet what I'm going to do. I've got the border done. I just haven't figured out what I'm going to stitch on the back. I thought about maybe putting like a saying, like a short saying, maybe a little picture. She likes to put her initials in year, which is, it's great. I don't really initial any of my pieces. I have done a couple here and there, but it's not my thing. So I still haven't figured out what to do with the back. The class is January 18th, so I've got a couple of weeks to decide that. If you have any ideas, let me know. But it's a finish. Yay! So it'll get done in January. And that's the only finish that I have. Now I'm going to talk about new starts. So I have 2 new starts. This one, I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen this all around social media. Yes, put a bird on it. So EJ and Shelia from Sunshine Stitchers are doing a stitch along. EJ did one this last year on a dozen Quakers. I was not part of that. But when she talked about this one, I thought, oh, this is nice. I like modern fork embroidery. And I thought this chart was really cute. Now, this is a monochromatic chart, but this was charted, I think, by Evertote with the colors. And but I'm doing it monochromatic. I'm actually using this color by Classic Color Works. It's called Manor Red. It's a beautiful variegated floss. And I started this weekend, and I was able to finish that motif. Now, EJ, this is a 13-month long sow. EJ broke this up into 13 parts. I am going to follow her. Some people will start in the middle. Some people will start in different areas. I did start in the top left corner because to me it's just better to follow that. You give me a chart to follow, a plan to follow, I'm going to follow that. So, but I started that this weekend and it'll come back out. When it comes to stitch alongs, I don't really keep up with them, but I'm going to try my very best to get it done. I mean, she broke it down into 13 pieces. It's not a big chart. It's only like 200 by 200, but I'm going to try my best. Oh, and I'm just stitching that on an 18 count Ada, nothing fancy. Yes, Ada. This next start is also for a class that I'll be doing at Crafty Framers. This is called American Stitch House by Chessie and me. Now, the class is going to show us how to turn this into a needle book. What you see there in the picture, that's what we're going to do. So I started with the needle book piece. It's not a lot of start, but I started it, and I'm stitching this on a 25 count Lugana by Yarn Tree, and the color is Mushroom. And I converted the colors to Sullivan's. I'm just stitching it with Sullivan's. I like the way that Sullivan's look, especially if you're looking for a more vintagey look. I like Sullivan's. But this is a class that's also going to be held at Crafty Framers, and this is probably going to be around March. But I have to start it now because if not, it won't get done in time. Oh, I do have another start. I have a little start. I talked about this in my last video when I showed that I purchased the chart. But this is Patriotic Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Let me show you that. I like anything patriotic. And I have just a little star. I started there in the top middle, and I'm using a 25 count Lugana by Forbidden Fibers, and the color is Supernatural. Not a whole lot of start. I'm sorry, some of you probably think that if you don't have 200 stitches on, there's not a start. Hey, 10 stitches is a start. I'm going to show it off. But yeah, so I've always wanted to stitch a tiny town. And so when they came out with the patriotic, I knew I had to get it. And I just started it. I thought, why not? I know I should be starting a lot of my older charts, which I am. But I just wanted to start that. You know, you buy a new chart, you got to start it. All right, so let's talk about, let me show you some of my whips. This is ABC Fall Sampler by Lost in Stitches. And I started this, I want to say for September. You know, if I read my notes. So, Sampler September. So, I wanted to do something in September, and she showed this chart, and I thought it was a beautiful chart. I had to get it and decided perfect. Now, I just chose my own two colors, Classic Colorworks. I'm using just Rust and then the color Blackbird. And since I last shown this, I kind of just worked on this piece of the A. Didn't do a whole lot of progress. I actually stitched this at a day retreat. So Tampa Bay Stitchers, they have a group, and they had a little Christmas party a couple weeks ago. And so I attended, and I took this with me to work on. But you know, when you attend a retreat, I don't know about you, but me, I spend more time talking and walking around seeing what people are stitching on than stitching. So I didn't put a whole lot of progress, but it's still progress, and I wanted to show it. I really like that chart. That's going to keep coming out. I am stitching, I forgot to tell you, it's a 28 count even weave. I think this is a 28 count Monaco because it's a little bit stiffer. I think it's a Monaco from Charles Craft, which is just from Michael's. So yeah. This next whip, I didn't put a whole lot of I did some progress. I kind of filled this section in from what I can remember here. Kind of did this section here. So this is the Forest of For the Trees by Ink Circles. This was an exclusive chart for Pacific Northwest Stitch Summer in 2023, which is hosted by Acorns and Threads. I am stitching this on an 18 count Ada by Fiddler's Cloth, and the color is light oatmeal. I am stitching this with the called for Classic Colorworks. This was actually a kit. Besides the fabric, I chose my own fabric. This was kitted, I think, with a linen, but I don't stitch with linen. So I picked my own fabric. But other than that, it came with all the floss, so I am using the floss that it came with. And I just started this back in September of last year, so I haven't done a whole lot of progress on there. And I think I just started it for a monthly acrostic challenge. So sometimes I use the acrostic challenges to start things. Especially if I don't have an ongoing whip that matches that letter or that topic, then I would start something new. This next whip, I've been stitching this on this for a little while. This was a stitch along back in for Make-A-Wish foundation in 2023, which is hosted by Fat Quarter Shop. Now here I did put these arrows. I finished working on these leaves and then I stitched that butterfly there. So those are the two areas that I worked on. I worked on it a couple days this week. This is called Bountiful by Fat Quarter Shop. And this was a freebie, like I said, for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The only thing they ask is that you donate to the Make-A-Wish Foundation from Texas. And as you can see, I haven't finished it. So that's one of the things that's going to go on my Stitch Along Sunday or Saturday. I am stitching this on a 16 count Aida white, just using the DMC colors. It's really cute. I like the colors on there, and I just want to get this finished. I still have a lot to go. I did do the border, but of course I have to go back. So every now and then I'll go in there and add another flap or something like that. So there's that. And this last one is Dreaming Frida. I feel like I did a whole lot of progress here. I know that I stitched this, so I finished the whole top section and I did this here. I really like this chart. Hopefully you can see it there. This is Dreaming Frida by Barbara Anna Designs. Started this back in November of 2023. I am stitching it on an 18 count Aida Vintage Country Mocha, and I'm just using the called 4 DMCs. Hopefully you can see that. And I started this because, one, I liked it, but two, because Laura, who is Stitching by the Shore, started doing a Stitch Barbara Anna hashtag. So I decided to join in on that as well. I don't know if she's still doing it or not. I've been bad about that because I just realized looking at my notes that I did start it because of the hashtag. But when I posted, I haven't been posting the hashtag. Those hashtags are going away. But that's one of the reasons why I started it too, because I wanted to join in on that. So that's all my whips. Yay, we made it. So that's it. No, I'm just kidding. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I do have some haul. Have a little bit of a haul. If this is all you're here for was the stitching part, you're not interested in the haul, you don't want to be enabled, hey, thank you for watching. Hopefully you'll come back. But yeah, thank you. Before I get into my Jingle Ball haul, I do want to show a couple of my personal haul. Well, I am part of the Tiny Modernist Patreon, and I don't remember if I showed this in my last video or not. Probably not. But this is her December chart. It's called Bright Bell Pool, and I think that chart is really cute. Hoping you can see it. I'm sorry about my lighting. Maybe this is better. I don't know. But that's called Merry and Bright. And this you can only get if you're in the Patreon. Like I said, she's one of my favorite designers, so I do stay in her Patreon. She puts out some really cute charts, but I thought this is really cute. And you know what? A lot of people, she's been getting a lot into the gingerbread houses, which I think it's really cute. So that's one. This is the last chart for Endangered Species Club, which was Lindy Stitches. So this last year, she put out 6 endangered species chart. And oops. And I was part of the club, which with the club, you got the chart and you got the fancy floss. So this is the floss that she sent with the club. But this was a great club. She's not going to do a club. From what I understand, she's not going to do a club in 2025. She does have several online retreats coming in 2025. So besides Jingle Ball, this last year she did Jingle Ball, Midsummer Stitch, and she did the Superb Owl. Well, next year she's going to have, I think it's 5 or 6, including Jingle Ball, but she's going to have some other new kind of quarterly or seasonal, I don't remember. Go check her out, Lindy Stitches. She has a Facebook page. She has a website. Check her out because I am going to try to attend as many of those online retreats. They're fun when you cannot travel away from home. And this is one of the reasons that she's doing it, is because she realizes a lot of people just can't travel. So I take part on any of these retreats that are online because they're great. Okay. But go check her out because I will be in some of those. I also got my, what is this? Oh, Winter 24 Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I have to say that so far this year, this is my favorite. I am not really a seasonal stitcher, but this chart has, it's not only, I mean, it's winter, but there are some really cute charts in here. I think I probably found 5 or 6 that I can stitch on here. So this by far has charts that I can stitch, and it's one of my favorites. So if you don't have a copy of this, get it. Well, don't take my word for it. If you don't like just cross stitch, I understand. But there are some really cute charts in here that you can stitch. So that was my haul just for my day-to-day stuff. Now for Jingle Ball. Now, if you don't know what Jingle Ball is, it is hosted by Lindy Stitches, and it is an online retreat. It starts on a Friday and it ends on Sunday/Monday. This year she went through 3 a.m. Eastern Time Monday, which was great. So it's online rooms. Check it out. Have her website. I don't want to spend too much time talking about it. But the chat rooms, there's groups, there's chat rooms, there's speed dating, there's shopping, there's classes. Now, I did not join any classes this year because I wanted to use my money for shopping. I felt like I could get a lot from the shopping area. Don't get me wrong, classes were great, and there were some classes that I wanted to take that I thought were cute, but I really just wanted to shop. So I did that. I bought a few things. So I'm going to show you what I got. First thing I'm going to show you is Satsuma Street. So I've talked about wanting to stitch some Milho kits. Haven't really gotten into them, but Satsuma Street has some cute ornament charts or kits. And I bought her 2023 Christmas kits. Oh, I didn't take these out of the pack. Let me do that. Hold. Okay, I'm not going to take them out the pack because then I'll forget what goes to what. So hopefully the glare won't be too bad. But there's Cool Kid. He's so cute. And it's a full kit. It does have all the floss, the beads, and the perforated paper. So I'm excited to start this. And like I said, this is their 2023 ornaments. There's Santa Cruiser. And he is cute. So, listen, I've never stitched on perforated papers. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm all about ideas on how to make this an easy process. Jolly Claws. And Calling Birds. I thought this was really cute. I like that phone. That phone and those birds are really cute. And like I said, it comes with everything. So I am going to start one of those here soon. I don't have a frame. You know, they sell frames. I do have a friend that's going to make me one. But, hold. Okay, that was crazy. There was a phone going off in the house. And it's only me here, but maybe my daughter left. I couldn't figure out whose room it was coming out of. Anyway, sorry about that. So, I'm going to start one of those. I have seen people that they use those stretcher bars. So I may buy some of those and try those. Which I'm going to need them anyways for one of these charts that I purchased. So, but if you have any idea, any suggestions, any, what's the word, feedback on how to get this started, I want to start one soon just because I want to get in that stitching mill hill stuff type of thing. So anyways, let's talk about Jingle Ball Haul. First of all, I'm going to show you the freebies. Now, the nice thing about the Jingle Ball is that some of the designers will put out free charts in their shop. A lot of these charts probably came out last year. You've seen them somewhere else, but it's always good to have them. So this first one is by Heartstring Sampler. It's called Be Spicy. It's really cute. A lot of these are like small ornaments. Tiny Modernist put out Foxy Snow Globe. Now, I don't know if you can get these anywhere else, so yeah, if you don't come to Jingle Ball, you kind of miss out on some of the stuff. Mini Merry and Bright by Hello from Liz Matthews. Now, I did not download all of them. I only downloaded the ones that I know that I would probably stitch or thought that were cute. A Merry Jingle by Hands On Designs. Festive Fruit Bat by the Blue Flower. He's cute. The Jingle Ball 2024 Ornaments by Lindy Stitches. They're really cute. And the last one I have is Our Favorite Elf by Teresa Kogut. So those were the freebies. Now I'm going to show you what I purchased. So Hands On Design did a class where she was counted canvas. Now that's another thing. I've never stitched on counted canvas. I didn't join her class, but I was happy to see that she had this chart in her store. So I had to buy it. I just bought the PDF. I did not buy the kit. She was selling the canvas and the bars, but I'm going to work on kitting this up. But I thought that was pretty cute. That was, I saw when I went to the Tampa Bay Stitchers retreat, there was somebody there that was finishing up the class and kind of got to see some of what she did. And I thought, oh, that doesn't look too bad. But I want to try it, As Stitchers, we want to try new things. So that's what I want to do. Okay, I had to find a way to flip these papers easy. The Blue Flower Holiday Card 2024. Just beautiful. I am not a house stitcher, but when I see houses, some houses just really, they get to me. And this is really cute. And I found that I've kind of been more towards birds too. I don't know why, but I thought this was really cute. Some of these charts at Jingle Ball are exclusive. So if you don't buy them at Jingle Ball, then you have to wait until they release it at next year. This is Mary Menagerie. These are really cute. This little guy here. That hair. I love that. I love that. Now, I will tell you that I had purchased this last Jingle Ball, and I think I only started one. So I don't know when I'll start this. This is December Down Under by Lindy Stitches. Here, let me turn it this way. Again, just cute. I don't know why. Some of these, after I purchased it, I'm like, well, why the heck did I purchase this? I don't know. I just thought they were cute when I saw them. They just caught my eye. This is an exclusive for Jingle Ball. It's called Snowflakes and Stars by Lindy Stitches. So again, you do have to wait until next year when they put it out. I don't know that they'll put it out at Nashville. Most of them have waited until a year. Mini Holiday Stockings by Tiny Modernist. I've never done a stocking, but those stockings were really cute. Christmas Cuckoo Clock. She came out with a couple cuckoo clock. I think they just finished the Halloween, and I think this was it was a mystery series, and she just came out with the last part, so she sold the whole part, all of it. But this is really cute. When I saw I think it's a Halloween cuckoo clock, I thought it was really cute. Jolly Christmas Bell Pull by Tiny Modernist. You know, Tiny Modernist, she probably has my credit card on file somewhere because I do buy a lot of things from her. I like her stuff. And I did not join her class, which I did wanted to join her class. She did a gingerbread house. But I don't regret joining because she put out the Christmas Village set at the store. And she puts her explanations on how to finish those are simple to read. But I thought this was really cute. Look at that toy shop. I think one of them is a toy shop. So that was my haul for Jingle Ball. I didn't get an alert from the bank saying, hey, stop buying. But I did stop buying because, you do have to set yourself some limits when it comes to buying. But when it comes to Jingle Ball, especially if things are exclusive, if you want to stitch it now, buy it now. Otherwise, it'll come out in a year, maybe. And you can just, there are some exclusives from last year that came out in the stores though. So, and I haven't started them. So, anyways, hopefully you will join Jingle Ball next year. It's fun. You have the flexibility that you're home. You can come and go. You're not, it's nice. Plus, there's meet and greets and there's entertainment. Lindy puts on like 8 or 9 hours of video entertainment. So it's fun. Come join. So yeah, that's all I have, you guys. Look at that. Almost 45 minutes. Great timing. I'm glad that I could do all this in one video. I was thinking I had to do a planning video, a haul video, but no, we got this. We did it. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope that you will have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. And stay safe. And I will see you all next year. Bye.